Welcome again to Cooking Around's channel, and for today, oven baked chicken parmesan, and it's going to be with marinara sauce. Oh, just take a look at this, and you know the chicken breast is baked to perfection, soft and absolutely delicious. The marinara sauce topped with the mozzarella just gives us an awesome dish. And I took a little of the marinara sauce and added it to some side dish like the spaghetti like you see here. So let's get going. So let's start with the marinara sauce. So grab yourself a small pot, add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Add 1 small onion that is diced. Now if you're going to make more, then I would add a medium onion. And to give it that deep flavor, 3 cloves of minced garlic. This is really going to be great. So on medium heat, let's stir this around and let this go for a few minutes. Now this is an option. I'm adding half a teaspoon of hot pepper flakes. And now let's add some fresh tomatoes, or like here, a can of peeled tomatoes, whichever you prefer to use. Now let's season it up. Let's add some salt. Let's add some fresh ground pepper. Add as much as you need to keep you happy. And just to give it a little bit of that Italian pizzazz, let's add 1 tablespoon of dried oregano or any other herbs that you want. So let's stir this a little. I want you to cover it. When it reaches a boil, bring it down to simmer and let it go for about 30 minutes. And with this one, I shall be back. Get yourself about 2 chicken breasts, or say about 1.5 pounds. Now you can cut it in half. You can go sideways or up and down. This is the way I'm going to cut it. So let's separate it right in half, just like this. Let's take the pieces of chicken now and let's cover it with a foil wrap because we don't want a mess. And I want you to grab your handy dandy pounder, and I want you to use only the flat side here. And now I want you to release your frustrations and bang it and smash it and pound it until you get it reasonably flat. And I want you to do this to the other 3 pieces, and I shall be back. Okay, let's go back to the sauce. It has been cooking for about 30 minutes now. So now I want you to grab a potato masher or a fork, and I want you to start smashing it down like this. Now you can use the blender if you want, but I like it in the crude rough form like this. For me, it seems to taste better. Now this is an option. I'm adding half a teaspoon of sugar here. Please don't say, oh my god, he's adding sugar. Well, what this does, it takes the acidity away from the tomatoes. You're not even going to taste the sugar. Okay, get yourself a plate, basically any plate, and I want you to add 1 cup of breadcrumbs or panko crumbs. For me, I prefer breadcrumbs. Also add half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Add about 1 teaspoon of dried oregano and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now let's mix this very well, and let's go on to the next plate. Grab another plate. Let's put in 1 beaten egg and a splash of milk. How much milk? Try not to use too much. And now let's mix this up really well, and we are ready. Okay, we're almost done. Let's grab our chicken pieces and let's add some salt. You don't have to add too much salt because basically the sauce contains some salt. And let's not forget some pepper. Pepper will make your day. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's grab your chicken pieces, let's put them in an egg wash, and now let's put them in the breadcrumbs, move it all around, and all these little pieces, just put them in the breadcrumbs and shove them into the middle on top of the chicken. Now grab your chicken, wrap it around, call it a semicircle or half a ball, whatever, and just put it on the tray. Now take some of your breadcrumbs with the Parmesan cheese and just spread it on top like that. Now into a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until the inside temperature reaches about 165 degrees. If you're still not sure, take one of the little pieces, cut it a little bit on the side and take a peek and see if the chicken is fully cooked. Okay, I brought it out and my temperature gauge set is at 165 inside, so I know that it's perfectly cooked. Now let's take this marinara sauce and we're going to put it on top of the chicken pieces just like this. You don't really have to add too much. You just want to cover a little bit of the top. Are we finished now? No, we're not going to leave it like this. Let's take some shredded mozzarella and we're going to put that on top. How much you put depends on how you pack it, depends on how high you want it. As for me, I'm just going to cover the top the best I can. So now it goes back into your oven, and this time I want you to use the top grill setting and leave it there for about, say, anywhere from 5 to 6 minutes. But I want you to keep an eye on it, because if you don't, sometimes it will burn very, very fast, especially depending on your setting. Okay, we're almost reaching the end. Let's see how it looks. Oh, absolutely awesome. And too bad you cannot smell the mozzarella and the Parmesan and the herbs. Now, are we finished? We're almost finished. Sprinkle it with some parsley or chives or whatever would keep you happy. Well, let's bring this in for a closer look. This is absolutely out of this world. You have to try it. Your family and friends will love you for it. Just make sure you make extra. So all I can say now is thank you very much for watching my video. See you again on my next videos. And once again, it's goodbye from Tony and Cooking Around.